Joining me now to discuss it, President and CEO of the Mississippi Center for Public Policy, Douglas Carswell. Douglas, you, like me, if I can sort of put thoughts into your mouth, you're a Brit who's come here, who's more in love with the Constitution and the founding ideals of America than perhaps many Americans. What's your take on this debate?
A revived conservative movement needs to be as passionate about the 10th Amendment as it is about the First and the Second. Look, there's been a lot of talk about draining the swamp. I think what we need is an action plan to sidestep the swamp. We don't need to wait on progressives to do things at a state level that can actually roll back the size of government. And if you look at, you talked about a positive alternative to DC, a positive populist agenda. If you look at some of what the states are doing, there are already some really, really good initiatives. And I think what we need to do is not wait on the progressives in DC. We need to exercise 10th Amendment rights, and we need to get out there and actually start right away to set out an alternative. If the federal government wants to impose a cultural agenda on us from DC, well, there are things we can do, and we're doing here in Mississippi with the Mississippi Fairness Act, for example, to resist that. If they want to impose an economic agenda, if they want to turn the other 49 states into a giant version of California, there are things that we can do at a state level to resist that and to cut taxes and to deregulate. And that's what we're starting to do here in Mississippi. Other states are doing it, and that, I think, is the future of conservatism. We shouldn't try to assume that people in Massachusetts and Michigan and Mississippi are going to have the same priorities. Conservatives need to understand they have different priorities and allow that and welcome that. That is the strength of the American system.